So good morning guys, let's go back to where we stopped yesterday. After placing those two trades on VIX 50, let's see what came out from those trades. So I think let's go to our history. So like you can see, these two trade, the two buy trade got to TP. Then this was the sell limit I placed before these two buy trade. If you were following the video from the beginning, so this was the sell limit I placed. So I don't know why it didn't it went to trigger our SL. So let's go back to the chart, then we'll see what happened. Let's see what happened. So this is the VIX 50, this is the current state here, but it's looking like, okay, this is the current state. Let's go to 1 minute time frame. So remember, we bought down from this point here. Let me look at 15 minutes here. Okay, we bought down from this very point and it's reversed down upward to the entry. So if we are following from the first video, I placed my sell limit around, let's go back and check on those prices. Let me see. So my history, my sell limit was around 188.5881, 188.5881. So let's go back to the chart and look for 188.5881. Sorry guys for the noise. So 188.5881. Let's check. One 58.5881. So done. So this is it. Wow. So this was the point I set my entry. My entry was at this line. Let's draw a line there. My entry was at this point. Let's call it. My sell limit was at this point. So let's look at the 15-minute time frame here. Okay, sell limit was at this point. So my sell limit was at this point and it reversed above this point also. So let me take you guys back to the chart. 188.5. Let's just say this is it here, history. 188.5881. 188. $188,500. So this is where it was. Sorry for the inconvenience. It's like so this is the point I set my. So let's go and look at the SL, then I'll be able to describe what really happened on that SL, why it took us out. So my SL was about how many pips? Just 1 pips. Like it was not even up to 2 pips. Just about 1 pip, which is 3 points. 1 point something pip, which is 3.7 If you know how to calculate pips very well, you know that it's not up to 2 pips. So let's look at the SL is 189.8138. So let's go back to the chart. Let's look at our SL. Sorry guys. Five minutes. 1.8. You come here. To locate the point, you just have to do this very easy. SL is 189.81 189.81 So that's 838. So that's it for my SL. So you can see from this chart now, looking at the 1 minute, wow, this SL was very close. Like, this is what happened. Let me use this arrow to demonstrate. After it reversed down to this point, so at this green line, it triggered my sell limit, and this was where my SL was. So this market really just took me out basically around this point, around this little point here. So this point here, you can see this point was where, just this area, you can see this area, that was where the market took me out. Let me just draw it so you can. So this is it, so close, just about how many distance after my SL. It's not even up to 300 mini pips, like, or 30. It's not even up to a pip. So just this very place. So that was what happened. So let's look at 15 minutes and know if our SL was set wrongly. Yeah. I wouldn't say my SL was really set wrongly, because I have not. I came down to this point. I observed this very point here and this very point here. So I was just feeling like this very point here was a kind of breakout, and it was not really going to reverse down to this very point here. I don't know if you're feeling what I'm explaining. You come to a lower time frame. So before setting my SL, I looked at these multiple points where the markets tend to reverse, which was here 1 and 2. So I had to set my SL around that place, because I was feeling like the market was going to reverse down from here when it got here. So after hitting my SL, the same fake out it did here, this very place, it did the same thing, and it started dropping backward. So I was supposed to be on this trade if I've set my SL above this limit, but it's a good chance to learn. So now I have this mindset that if I'm trying to set my SL, I should always also try to consider little fake outs like this. So market tend to repeat the same structure, while some of them does not really have to repeat the same structure. So this is it on the video. Just as I expected, just like I expected a reversal and another sell, it happened, but my SL triggered it out. So what I'm trying to say in essence is that if you can just sit down to study one market, you would just always have this confirmation. Like, you can just trade this very one market throughout a month, and you'll always be profitable, because you know the step of at which the market move at all the points. Because now after after watching this market down from here, I could trace it upward. I just knew everything that was going to happen down to this place. So just because my eyes have been on this VIX 50 for this week, so I've been monitoring it and I know how it has been going. So it's applicable to any other chart. Does not mind if it's a synthetic pair or a currency pair, provided you've got your eyes on it. You can always analyze it fully without any flaws, because it's all your focus is just being on the chart and it's taking all your attention. So you're not really giving it a diverse attention, you're just giving it focus. So most people tend to trade one pair. That's why you see some big guys like Jeffrey Benson, Dapper Wills, and other good traders, like other big traders or pro traders, they focus more on one pair because they want to know what is going on every time. Like, they don't want to be caught unawares on the market. So that's just one advantage of trading one pair. So for now, I don't know what's really going to happen next, because I don't want to analyze this market now because I'm not really certain. But if you come down to 1 minute, you can see this is a double bottom forming and it tends to reverse to this green line. So I don't know, I will also want to take my entry here again, like place my sell limit again here. Let's try it out. So let me place my sell limit here again. Maybe this time I'll get triggered and my SL should be here. Why am I setting my SL here? Because of this. You can see this very point here, where the market started creating its higher lows. So I just feel like this was a point of reversal. This very point was a point of reversal. You can see from here downwards, the market started. You can see this very point here. The market tried to reverse from this very candle here, this bullish candle, but couldn't resist this zone. It started selling back. Why, if you come out to this other point, it's just like you're drawing your resistance and your support. So from this line now, you can see that this is a clear support where this market couldn't rather resist this place from the very start. After it tried to sell down, why from this other point it tried to sell down, couldn't resist here. So yeah, this line serves as a support here, while this line also serves as a resistance at this very point here. So if I'm to set my SL on this trade, I'm going to set it at this point 18.500. That's if at all I want to